Welcome back to Starting from Scratch. Today is day 3 of our HelloFresh journey, and today I'm going to be making balsamic fig chicken. I'm excited, looks delicious, so let's get started. Alright, so I think I have everything I need to make this meal today. First things first, we gotta start with our potatoes. Put those in the oven, which means we gotta preheat some stuff. Preheat it to 450. So like always, everything comes in this bag and then the meat is always separate. So we got our chicken, we have some mixed greens, fig jam, a lot of potatoes, a shallot, some rosemary, and some balsamic vinegar. Almost forgot my chicken broth. So we have our oven preheating, and while that happens, we need to prep our potatoes. So we're going to be cooking our chicken on the stovetop in a pan, and then we're going to cook our potatoes on a baking sheet. So we're going to cut these potatoes into 1/2-inch cubes. Okay, we have our potatoes cut here. We're gonna put them on a pan. We're gonna drizzle them with some oil, some salt and pepper, and we're gonna cook them up for like 20 to 25 minutes. We got our potatoes ready. Our oven's not preheated yet, but it should be shortly. While that's waiting, happening, doing its thing, there we go. It's preheated. So, throw these on in there. So now we have to prep our shallots. My eyes are starting to water. Okay, I did a thing. Yay. Next, we just want a 1/2 lemon. I'm assuming we're just gonna use that for juice later on. And then it wants us to de-leaf our rosemary. So we're gonna finely chop our rosemary. Cutting rosemary, or like having rosemary in my meals, always reminds me of my dad, because he went through a phase, which he may still be on this phase, where he wanted to put rosemary in everything. Like, it was his go-to seasoning, and it was just so cute. So I cut all this rosemary up, but we only actually need a teaspoon. So that is like nothing. Okay, chicken. This we're going to remove from this bag. There's a lot of liquid going on here, so I'm gonna drain that, and then we're gonna pat them dry. We're gonna pat this dry. Raw chicken is so gross. Then we're gonna season this all over with salt and pepper. So now we're gonna heat a drizzle of oil in this pan. There we go. We're gonna let that heat, and then we're gonna throw the chicken in. So my stovetop is still messed up. Like, it's not me. Is it me? It's not me, right? Am I just a terrible cook?
Yes.
Go ahead and put this chicken in, and we're just gonna brown it up. So the timer for our potatoes just went off, so let's check those. Our chicken is not cooking the way that I want it to, but you know, we're trying. Like, some sides could use a little extra loving, so put them back in the oven. This piece is looking good. This piece, I'm a little concerned about. I've decided to call our chicken done. It is definitely cooked all the way through. It's not browned like it had said in the directions, but I don't want it to dry out, so I'm going to make an executive decision and take it off the heat. And I can hear it sizzling behind me because I haven't turned off the stove. So now that we have reorganized, I've turned this down to a medium heat. It's on a 3. I don't know, my stovetop's not working that great, so I don't know what that really means, but hopefully, you know, it's warm. So the next step is to add the shallots. in like so. Chopped rosemary, which we already measured out, 1 teaspoon. Drizzle some olive oil, which we'll drizzle just a little. Then we'll cook that until softened. I've turned off my oven. I'm going to take my potatoes out. They should be done. They are. These are softened. They're looking good. It smells really good. Next, we want to stir in our vinegar and our fig jam. So let's take our fig jam out of here. Get out of this jar. Now our vinegar. Same thing, gonna pour it all in. And apparently, the heat has turned off. That's just so fun. Turn that up a little bit. So we're gonna let this simmer until it's a little syrupy, and then we're going to add our chicken stock. And while that simmers, we're going to make our salad, which is super easy. So with our washed lettuce, we're going to simply add lemon juice, salt and pepper, and a little oil. A little salt, pepper, and a little bit of olive oil. Woo. This is syrupy, and by syrupy, I mean possibly burnt. So yeah, let's turn that off. Okay, I forgot to add my stock, so instead of panicking, we're just gonna do it now. This is definitely not on. This is going great. Okay, don't panic. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. We've messed a couple things up here. This sauce is not done. I thought it was. It is not. We need to add some water. We need to add some butter and some salt and pepper. So to this, we're gonna add 1/4 cup of water. And again, we're gonna let this get thick and glossy. I think this is getting to where it needs to be. I'm going to now add 1 tablespoon of butter. I think we're getting close to where we want this to be. It's a little watery still, but I think if we leave it for a few more minutes, it will be just right. Okay, so since the sauce is the last thing that we're going to add, I'm gonna let that kind of finish doing its thing while I prep our plating. So it says to cut the chicken into strips and then put the salad and the potatoes and then top it with the sauce. It definitely looks like the picture. It definitely smells delicious. So let's give it a try. Start with our salad, which is just gonna taste like a rabbit food. Actually, that's pretty nice. Try our chicken. This sauce is amazing. It's like sweet, but not too sweet. Get my potatoes in on some of that. Oh yeah, these potatoes are cooked perfectly. This HelloFresh meal was foolproof, like almost impossible to mess up. Tastes so good, highly recommend. We got ourselves a win here. I'm gonna go enjoy this. Have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, bye.